Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark. I'm sorry, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Let's see. Who says yes? Helga says yes. Helga can see me. She can hear me. Hello, Umesh. Okay, Zaya. Hello, Zaya. Samuel. Kadeen says yes. Mercy says yes. Umesh says yes. Samuel says yes. Zaya says yes. Carlos, howdy, howdy. Carlos is in the house. Costa Magna, hello, hello. Trolley says yes. Boars is here. Boars, buddy, buddy. Boars, you see Boars. His name is in blue or blueberry. Let's call it that color, blueberry. He is our moderator. He will help us out in the chat. If you need help, please ask Boars. He is a really good guy. Thank you, Boars. Thank you for all your kind help here. Okay, Shafika says yes. Hello, Shafika. Okay, Roberto. Hello, hello, Roberto. Hannah is in the house. Hello, Hannah. Hannah says yes. She can see me. She can hear me. Sylvia. Hello, hello. Duria, hello. Well, we have a great group as always in the chat. You guys are number one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here with me. And I hope you're ready to practice with me and of course with the chat. And we'll be here for about an hour. So let's enjoy. Let's have fun. Let's learn together, yeah? And you know what we do. We always start our class with a toast. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And right here, I have my orange tumbler filled with my favorite hot coffee, and I drink it black. No sugar, no cream. And of course, we'll have 3 toasts. Yes, 3. Wow, 3 toasts. Our first toast is for the green team. Yes, the members of the channel. You see them. Their names are in green. Carlos is here. Hannah is here. They support me every month financially, right? So that's a great big help to me. So let's give the green team a big thank you. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Yeah, so here we go. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast is for Boars. Boars, his name is Blueberry. No, his name is in Blueberry. He's here helping us in the chat. He is a really super kind person here helping us. So let's give Boars a big thank you. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. Love you, Boars. Thank you, buddy. Bottoms up. And our third toast, it's for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good. Lesson plan. Yeah, what are we doing today? This is what we're doing today. We're going to start with an idiom. We always start our class with an idiom. I will write the idiom on the board. I will give you an example sentence. And of course, you will make your own sentences using the idiom. After that, we have form a sentence. I will write a pattern on the board. And there's also a worksheet with illustrations and example sentences to help you, right? The more examples there are, the better we can understand, right? We learn by examples. And then, of course, after that, you'll make your own sentences using the pattern. After that, we have another worksheet, and this is 4 letters or less conversation. So we actually 4 letters less words. So each word in the conversation is 4 letters or less. It's a game, it's a puzzle, it's a challenge. So we're making conversations using very short words. Yeah. And then after that, we have a video dictation. There is a video. There are 8 sentences. You will listen carefully and write down those sentences word by word. Dictation, listening and writing. Also, there's shadowing, which is listening and speaking. Then we will check the sentences, and then we'll have a quiz. So I hope you're ready to practice with me and with the chat. Yes, we learn by example. So the more sentences you write in the chat, you are doing 2 things. Yes, 2 things. You're helping yourself by practicing writing those sentences and helping others with your sentences, because we learn by examples. So the more examples there are, the better we can understand. So lots of great learning in the chat. Boris is here to help us in the chat. So please participate in the chat. Help yourself, help others, have fun, and let's communicate in English together. Okay, good, good. Well, let's get right to it, shall we? Our first activity is an idiom, and the idiom is coffee break. Coffee break. Do you know what that means? Do you know what a coffee break is? If you do, in the chat, go ahead and tell us what you think coffee break means. So our first activity is an idiom, and the idiom is coffee break. Okay, do you know this idiom? Coffee break? Anna, okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm just seeing how you kind of give you a little test. Just see who knows, who doesn't know. Boris says like a short break. Yeah, very good, Boris. You got it. At the workplace. Yep, very good. So Boris, he got it. And so a short break. That's exactly. So usually at work, but it doesn't necessarily have to be at work. If you're, let's say you're, it's usually with people, right? So Boris said a short break, right? So that's the meaning. And Boris also said at the workplace, right? And generally that is in most cases, but one thing to remember, it's with people. So you don't tell yourself, oh, I'm going to have a coffee break. You don't do that. Usually it's with a group of people, and let's say you have a friend and you're doing something together, you're working together, or I'm cleaning something, doing something together, and then you say, hey, let's have a coffee break, right? I'm a little, I can use a coffee break, right? Would you like a coffee break? And so like Boris said, it's a short break, but it could be just between friends. You could be doing anything, and you just say, hey, let's have a coffee break, meaning let's take a short rest. Yeah, so a short break, a short rest. Okay, great. Now, thank you, Boris. Good job. I will give you my example sentence, and of course, I want to see your example sentences. I want to see your sentences. Here's mine. Okay, right here. During our coffee break. Okay, so just a short, simple sentence here. I'll meet you during our coffee break. I'll meet you during our coffee break. So that could be like at the workplace, like Boris says, and you're at your desk, you're doing work, but during maybe your company, your job, there's a certain time you take a coffee break, right? So maybe 10 a.m., right? So maybe you go in the office, you start at 8, and then at 10, you take like a short coffee break, 10 minutes, and then you have maybe another one in the afternoon, kind of break up work, get your blood flowing back to your brain, and have a short break, have a short rest, and yeah. So this example, I'll meet you during our coffee break. So let's chat for a few minutes during our coffee break. Let's talk about the weekend during our coffee break. Let's talk about the football game during our coffee break. Right, so Boris says he had a great water cooler conversation during the coffee break yesterday. Very good. So the water cooler. So maybe I don't know how old Boris is, but back in the day, I don't know if it still exists, but the water cooler. So in many offices, like in the corner of the office, they have a water cooler, meaning like a big jug of water, and it dispenses water. So you can push a little button and water comes out, and so people like kind of like a coffee break, right? But they're drinking water, and it's not official, but they're having a little conversation at the water cooler. So the water cooler is in the corner, maybe in the back of the office. So you can have like a secret conversation. You can chat about the boss secretly. You can chat about your coworkers secretly by the water cooler. Good one, Boris. Thank you. Mercy, see you at the coffee break. So we went there, Mercy. See you at the coffee break. Good. MD. All right. Thank you so much, MD from Bangladesh. Good to see you. Cheers. Let's have a little. Okay, MD. Sumon. Cheers, Sumon. Cheers to Bangladesh. I'm bored. Conversation's fine. A chat is more like, you know, shorter, gossiper, gossip. I don't know how to say it. Gossiper, more gossip. I don't know. Durya, I will go to the coffee break for a coffee. I will get coffee. How about that, Durya? I will get coffee for a coffee break. Yeah, or I will buy coffee for a coffee break. Or for the, let's use the, because you know what I'm talking about. So the difference between and the, is when the listener doesn't know what the, doesn't know exactly which it is. But after it's been mentioned, then we use the, right? So your first time you say it's like we have a coffee break every day. Okay, so the business, that's like standard protocol, that's standard, that's the pattern of that company. Maybe they have 2 coffee breaks. So everyone knows we have a coffee break in the morning and we have a coffee break in the afternoon. So I told you for the first time, or it's written in the contract, or your manager tells you that. After that, you know, I know. So then we say the coffee break. So I'm going to get some coffee for the coffee break. I'll meet you in the corner during the coffee break. Let's have a chat by the water cooler during the coffee break. So you understand, I understand. So now we're using the. So for our sentences using the idiom here, let's use the. Okay, Samuel, I will call you during our coffee break. Good. Okay, Boris is actually, he does that. He has a water cooler chat. He has a water cooler at work. Nice, Boris. Carlos, I'm exhausted. Let's take a coffee break. Nice. Good one, Carlos. Saima, I did lots of work. I need a coffee break. That's a little, okay. So here, so Saima's situation, I need a coffee break. That is like it's not a routine. Okay, so the routine at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., we have a coffee break, right? So I'll meet you at the coffee break. Okay, so we know 10 a.m. But for Saima, his sentence, I did lots of work, I need a coffee break, meaning he just spare the moment. It's not a regular occurrence, right? So he's busy. Oh boy, I need a coffee break. Okay, so the articles, da and are very difficult to understand. It's like nuance, right? You have to, it depends on the situation when it is said, right? And it's always before a noun, right? So coffee break is a noun, and so it needs an article in front. It needs a or a the, and depending on the situation, we're going to use a or we're going to use the. If it's a repeated, if it's understood, right? You're at work, your business, you have a coffee break at 10, you have a coffee break at 2 p.m. 10 a.m., 2 p.m. And then everyone knows in the office, the first coffee break is at 10, the second coffee break is at 2 p.m. So everybody knows. So now we're using the, because you know, I know, all the coworkers, everyone in the office knows when the coffee break is. However, in Saima's situation, he's just working and all of a sudden he says, I need a coffee break. So it's not understood. It's not like in the directions. And so it really depends on the situation. If you just pop it up and the listener doesn't have the reference, the listener understands, but not the protocol. So you just say, oh, I need a coffee break. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying by examples. So the more examples we have, the more you write. Then I can tell you, okay, in this situation, we should use the article the. In that situation, we should use the article a. So it really depends on the situation. Then I can help you better, right? So that's why I say we learn by example. So the more you are writing, the better I can help you. Carlos, I don't smoke, but what about smoke break? Okay. So good, Carlos. So I think that's called like they call it a smoke break. I don't know. I don't smoke either. So maybe cigarette break. I think I hear cigarette break more than smoke break. And I think it's kind of, a lot of people don't smoke anymore. So maybe that's kind of going away, Carlos. But I think it's called, let's take a cigarette break. And it's different than a coffee break. Usually a coffee break is scheduled, right? 10 a.m. coffee break, 2 p.m. coffee break. But a cigarette break, I think, is just like, oh, I need a cigarette. I'm going to go outside and have a cigarette. So I'm not 100% sure about that, Carlos. Anna, we are going to the coffee break. Okay, good. Okay, Daria, good. Hannah, I'm tired. Let's go for a coffee break. Perfect, Hannah. Perfect. Katie, on the coffee break at the conference included snacks and refreshments. Perfect. Perfect, Katie. Umesh, meet me at the coffee break. Okay, good. That's good, Umesh. Umesh, coffee breaks are good for our brain. We should use our brain. So coffee breaks are good for our brain. Good one, Umesh. Roberto, I need a coffee break to relax every afternoon. Good sentence. Julia, I had a coffee break with my friend. So I had a coffee break. Todo, hello. Todo, Uruguay. Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Thank you. Hola. Emilio, at our advertising company, the coffee break is at 9 a.m. Very good. The coffee break. That is perfect. Okay, good. Boris is confirming it is cigarette break. Not smoke break, but cigarette break. Okay, Carlos? Okay, Shafika, I can use my phone only during the coffee break at work. Good. Okay, Carlos, nice. Yep, that's good, Carlos. So yeah, we have these break times, right? So we have coffee break, snack time, cigarette break. Yeah, that's good, Carlos. So maybe, I don't know if there's others. Actually, when I was in high school, we called it a nutrition break. So maybe at work, they call it a coffee break, but at school, we called it a nutrition break, or just called it nutrition. So, of course, at school, you have lunchtime. That's like the main break at school. But we had nutrition, and that was like a short time. You can go get something, a snack. You get some juice, something to drink, right? And so maybe that was between like first and second class, and then you had nutrition. Nutrition means refreshment, right? Nutrition, food for your body. So we call that nutrition. And so maybe we had first period, second period classes. Then we had nutrition, which is that was like maybe 10 minutes, like a coffee break. And then we had like third period, fourth period, and then we had lunch, and then like fifth period and sixth period maybe. That was a long time ago. But yeah, so there are names, different names for these breaks during the day. Lunch break, snack time, a cigarette break, a coffee break, nap time for kids. Little kids have nap time at school, right? The little ones. So yeah, interesting. So if you guys can think of other names for taking rest time, taking a short break, please do that in the chat. But anyways, I'm looking at the clock. We gotta get going. So let's do our second activity, number 2, and that is form a sentence. So let's continue writing sentences in the chat, shall we? Okay. So our second activity, form a sentence. Okay, and our pattern is there isn't any. Near my house. Last week we did there aren't any, right? But today we're doing there isn't. So these are singular nouns. Singular. Singular nouns, right? Isn't. There isn't any near my house. And this shows disappointment. disappointment, inconvenience. Right, so disappointment, there isn't any parking near my house. So usually, like, we'll use this with uncountable nouns, singular nouns, uncountable. Right, so hey, let's make some cookies. There isn't any sugar. I'm disappointed. Right, I want to make cookies, but there isn't any sugar. Right, sugar is uncountable. I'm disappointed. Right, there isn't any milk. Oh no, I want pancakes, but there isn't any milk. Okay, but we're doing near my house. Okay, so location. So what you don't have near your house, what there isn't of near your house, okay? And so, of course, we got example sentences. There's a worksheet. All the worksheets you see here are there on my Patreon. Support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. All the worksheets are there. There are hundreds and hundreds. So lots of great practice for you in your free time. If you want to self-study by yourself, go there, help me there, get all those worksheets. You download those. They're all in PDF forms. Okay, so let's check out the worksheet. And then, of course, you'll make your own sentences. Okay, there it is. We got to make it bigger, right? We can't see it. It's too small. Boars, put the link. Boars, buddy, thank you, buddy. Also, if you want to Zoom with me, if you want to do a 20-minute chat, $20, and we do a 20-minute chat over Zoom. Of course, I can't see you. I can't hear you. But on Zoom, I can see you. I can hear you. So if you want to practice your English with me, if you want to have a water cooler chat with me, then please do that. Go to my email. It's there, and then we can arrange a time, a place. Well, not a place, a time and day. Yeah. Okay. Let's make it larger so we can check it out. Okay. There we go. So here's our pattern. There isn't any, and then we're using uncountable or singular nouns, near my house. Oh no, it's inconvenient. So to express inconvenience or disappointment. Oh, I'm disappointed. We can't do it because there isn't any. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at the example sentences. There isn't any parking near my house. There isn't any parking near my house. There isn't any public transportation near my house. There isn't any public transportation near my house. It's inconvenient. Okay. There isn't any entertainment near my house. There isn't any entertainment near my house. I'm disappointed. There isn't any nightlife near my house. There isn't any nightlife near my house. I'm disappointed. And we got two more. There isn't any affordable housing near my house. There isn't any affordable housing near my house. That's disappointing. Rent is too expensive. There isn't any affordable housing. It's too expensive. And our last example, there isn't any child care near my house. There isn't any child care near my house. That's inconvenient, right? Maybe you need to work, but what are you going to do with your young child, right? So you need a place where you can, where your young child can go and be safe, to have fun, so you can go off to work and earn money. Okay, so we got example sentences, as you can see. So I want to see your sentences in the chat. Please write your sentences. Okay, I see sentences. Great, great, great. Carlos has a sentence. There isn't any lumber store. There isn't any lumber near my house. Okay, so actually lumber stores. So there isn't any lumber. Yeah, Carlos, I think we need to use there aren't any for your situation. So we need to use uncountable nouns. Yeah, so this is going to be okay, so we have to use, in most cases, well, okay, so a lumber store, right? So there isn't a lumber store. So if we have any here, we need to like go with the uncountable. So let's do this. Okay, here we go. There's two situations. Okay, good. I should have thought of this before, but so if we want to use a store, like for example, Carlos, a lumber store. So we want to use a. So a goes with the singular. So we're changing it. There isn't a lumber store near my house. Okay, so this is singular noun. There's one. Uncountable, right? Like parking. We can't count parking. Child care. We don't. Those are uncountable. Public transportation. Uncountable. So my examples I gave you were uncountable nouns. But if we want to use a singular noun, like lumber store, we have to use a. And for uncountable, we're going to put it any. So you decide what you want to do. So there isn't any parking. That is uncountable. Okay, so we got two ways to do it. So your choice. If you want to use like a store, for example, something we can count, but there's only one. So there isn't a lumber store near my house. We can, you know, maybe your place, there's many lumber stores. Maybe you live in a place where there are, you know, there's a Home Depot, there's a Lowe's, there's ABC lumber, I don't know, like, so maybe you live in an area, there are many. So you'd say, there are many lumber stores near my house. But if there aren't any, then we would just go, there isn't a lumber store near my house. There isn't one. I have to drive far to a lumber store. There isn't a lumber store near my house. I have to go far to the nearest lumber store. I have to drive 30 minutes to the nearest lumber store, okay? But then we're using uncountable like parking, childcare, daycare, transportation. There isn't any public transportation near my house, so we use any, okay? So see the difference here? A lumber store isn't a lumber, there isn't a lumber store, there isn't any parking, there isn't any public transportation. There isn't any child care. There isn't any water. I don't know what. There isn't any water. I don't know. So okay. You guys got it. Hey, Mary's here. Hello, Mary. So Julia, yeah, so there isn't a coffee shop near. So coffee shop would be that would be here, right? There isn't a coffee shop near my house. Okay, so for things that we can count, like coffee shops, we're going to use a. There isn't a coffee shop. Let's see. Okay, trolley, school. We want to use a. There isn't a school near my house. Okay, Costa Magna, we want to use university. We want to use a university. There isn't a university. Okay, Samuel, same convenience store. So for shops and stores and schools, things that you can add a S. Here you can't. Parkings, we can't do that. Child care, there isn't any child cares. No, we can't. So here you can't use an S. No S. But here you can. With this, it means it's one, right? A coffee shop. So we're making it negative, right? No coffee shop. Isn't a coffee shop. So it's negative. It's not there. Here, uncountable, there's no S. Okay, here there can be an S. Coffee shops, lumber stores, supermarkets. All right, so these can be counted, but we're using singular. We're using singular, one. Here, can't be counted, no S. There's no S's. So our worksheet here, right, parkings, we can't do that. Public transportations, we can't do that. We can't put an S. Entertainments, we can't put an S. Nightlifes, we can't put it. It's always going to be nightlife. It's always going to be entertainment. It's always going to be parking. It's always going to be public transportation. Affordable housings, no. It's always going to be affordable housing. Child cares, no, it's always going to be child care. So those are uncountable. Child care, affordable housing, entertainment, nightlife, parking, public transportation. So those are always going to, they'll never take an S. So we have to use the singular form. We have to use is or isn't. But for the singular form, there can be plural form, right? So singular form is one coffee shop. Plural form is more than one. And we add an S, coffee shops. So if you can make it plural, then you have to use the a. You can't use any. Any is only for uncountable. Okay, let's see. So the more sentences we write, the better we can understand, right? So this happens, right, often, and this is good, right? At the beginning, right, we're not exactly 100% sure, right? So we're making many mistakes. But as you see more and more sentences, as we get more examples, then we can start understanding better, understanding more, and then your sentences will be you'll start writing correct sentences, right? Remember last week, that happened last week. So I predict it's going to happen today too. So at the beginning, it's a little fuzzy, a little hazy, a little cloudy, we can't see clear. But as we get more and more examples, we'll see clearer and clearer. Okay, Saima, there isn't any daycare near my house. Perfect. That's perfect. Henna, clinic, it would have to be there isn't a clinic, because we can have clinics. Okay? So, Henna, clinic. So, a clinic. There isn't a clinic. Okay, so remember, if you could put an S, then we can't use any. Okay, so if let's just say shops and stores, we have to use okay? And for uncountable, these cannot have an S, right? Parking's always going to be parking. Okay, Helga, language learning. Let's see, there isn't any Japanese language learning near my house. Okay, you're correct with uncountable, but it doesn't sound, it sounds a little strange. So that would be like, there isn't a Japanese language learning center. There isn't a Japanese language learning school. There isn't a Japanese learning program. There isn't any Japanese learning programs. Yes. So no. So we need a for yours, Helga. And so maybe we want to say learning center, language center, right? Usually those go together. They collocate. Language center. Learning center. Okay, Jane. Good, Jane, you got it. There isn't a Christmas place near my house. That is good. That is correct. Because places, we put an S. Okay, so good, Jane, that's good. Language learning, yeah, language studying. So studying, Helga, okay, let's see, there isn't any Japanese studying. Oh, okay, we can do that. It's a little, we're talking about a place to go to, right? So Helga, if you want to learn Japanese in a classroom, that would be, like a center or a school, right? Studying, you can do that on your own. So if you say, oh, there isn't any Japanese studying, that means like, oh, it's prohibited, right? So, oh, there isn't any Japanese studying allowed here, right? So kind of like smoking, right? There isn't any place for smoking, right? So smoking is prohibited. So that your studying isn't correct, right? So study center, there isn't any, there isn't a Japanese study program in my town or near my house. So again, that would be Oh, Roberto, nice. There isn't any traffic near my house. Yeah, you live in the countryside. That is a good sentence, Roberto. Traffic. That's right. That is uncountable. So your sentence fits here. There isn't any traffic near my house. You're lucky. Hannah, I have lots of traffic near my place. Hannah, there isn't, okay, a market. So we need, so market, same. So it has to be okay, and market. So we have to market. There isn't a market near my house. Okay, Costa Magna street. So that's, there isn't a walking street near my house. A walking. So yours is a. Okay, Shafika, bus stops. So there isn't a bus stop near my house. So bus stop, Shafika, is here. So you have to use for bus stop. Public transportation, that works here. Like a bus is public transportation. So there isn't any public transportation near my house. That's uncountable. Okay, so this is difficult for many people. Okay, Carlos, no, there's no S. So you have to say there isn't a taxi station. So there's no S's, singular. So yeah, we'll have to do this again. We need more practice. And I need to separate it too. So I will make a new worksheet for next week, and we're gonna separate these two. I think we got to do that. Yeah, so my mistake. So I think we need to have separate worksheets, separate lessons for and any. Okay, so I will remember, and so next week we're going to do it again, but we're going to separate. Okay, so we're going to do one lesson is going to be for singular there isn't a lumberyard near my house. There isn't a convenience store near my house. There isn't a park near my house. There isn't a library near my house. There isn't a market near my house. Okay, and then we'll have another separate lesson for any. There isn't any public transportation near my house. There isn't any parking near my house. There isn't any there isn't any so I have to think about it. So it's much more difficult. Like the plural is easier than the singular for this situation. It's easier having the S in this situation. Like last week we did, there isn't any libraries, there isn't any police stations, there isn't any hospitals, there isn't any schools, there isn't any convenience stores. So that's easier than this. So this will take another time, another day, another worksheet, and I will do a better job. Okay, so this is difficult. Yeah, good, Shafika. There isn't any public transportation near my house. So that is uncountable. Public transportation is always singular, never plural. These are singular and plural. These are never plural. These never have an S. Never. Parkings, no. Public transportations, no. So they're always going to be singular. They're always going to be isn't any. Okay, but these are always going to be and they can be plural too. We can put an S or no S. These are always going to be no S. Good, Hannah? Yes, Hannah? Okay, Jane. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Okay, Helga's got a question. Can we say there aren't any parks? Yeah. Yep. So parks, we can, yes, Helga, because we can say a park or we can say many parks, right? So you can say a park and you can say 2 parks. All right, so let's say 2 parks. Okay, so we would say, oh, there is a park in my neighborhood. We can say there are 2 parks in my neighborhood. Or we could put negative. There isn't a park near my house. There isn't a park in my neighborhood. There aren't any parks near my house. There aren't any parks in my neighborhood. Okay, so park can be singular or plural, more than one. And so if we're talking one isn't a, there isn't a. Okay, if we use is, it's got to be here. And so we have to go a park. There isn't a park near my house. Okay? But I see, now I see you guys are starting to get it right now. Jane, there isn't a school near my house. Good. Hannah, there isn't a restaurant near my office. Good. Julia, there isn't a Chinese restaurant near my house. Yes. Saima. Okay, now Saima, we can, center can be plural too. Centers. There are many language centers in my town. So you have to use a. Okay, you can't use any, Saima. You have to say, there isn't an English language center near my house. So you have to change your sentence, Saima. Mercy, there isn't any accommodations. Okay, accommodations. So you have to change your sentence, Mercy. There isn't a accommodation. So that's a little weird, because we do accommodations, we put a plural. So accommodations, that would be a hotel, that would be like a youth hostel, that could be a motel, that could be like an RV parking area, it could be a camping area. So accommodations. But we don't usually put it, there isn't any there aren't. So yeah, so accommodations, we don't use it in the singular. So you would have to say, you would have to use any and make it plural. So accommodations is always going to be in the plural form. You're always going to say, there aren't any accommodations, or there are many accommodations near my home. There are many accommodations in my town. So accommodations is always going to be S. So this is difficult. You would think it, right? On the surface, it looks very easy, right? On the surface, right? Oh, there isn't any. Oh, that's going to be very simple. But actually, it's very difficult, right? Because there's lots of nuances. There's lots of, the nouns always vary. So, and which ones are singular, which ones are uncountable, which ones are plural, right? So accommodations is always going to be plural. Parking is always going to be singular. And then like store can be both. So it's tricky, not easy. On the surface, looking at it, oh, that's easy, but it's not. Okay, Rosella? No, you have to use, there isn't a bank. You have to use this one. You have to change your sentence. Okay, Costa Magna, there isn't any noise near my house. Yes, noise is uncountable. Good, thank you. You're lucky. So noise works. It's always going to be noise. It's not going to be noises. It's always going to be noise. So we use any. Isn't any noise. Good. Yes, Jane. There isn't a bank. Yes. Julia, there isn't a hair salon. Yes. Yes, Umesh, there isn't a telephone booth. Yes. Umesh, there isn't a cricket stadium. Yes. Mary, there isn't a movie theater. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing there isn't a gym. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, Mercy, there aren't any accommodations. Yes. Different topic, but correct. There isn't a hotel. Good. Mary, there isn't any smoking near my house. Yes. Smoke, okay. Smoke meaning factory smoke or tobacco. So if it's tobacco, smoking. There isn't any smoking. Or if it's factory, you could say there isn't any factory smoke. So which is it, Mary? Is it smoking, like people smoking, or is it factory smoke? Okay, Shafika, no. You have to change your sentence. School can be schools. So you have to use a. There isn't a or an adult school near my house. There isn't an adult school. Mercy, there isn't any dark clothes. I don't know. Clothes meaning, yeah, you have to write your sentence again. Helga, there isn't any music near my house. Okay, yes. Okay, Hannah, you understand now. Good. So it takes time, right? And examples, right? So Hannah, love you, Hannah. So like I said, this is not easy, right? It seems easy, but it is not easy. And the more we keep trying, and then slowly, okay, I can make the connections, right? So we talk about making connections, right? And all of a sudden, Hannah is like, okay, oh, okay, I'm making the connection. I can see it, right? So Hannah is in her mind, she's making those connections. Oh, okay, I can see which ones we can use an S for, which ones we can't use an S for. Okay, if we can use an S, but there's one and it's negative, we're going to use a, right? The ones that we cannot use an S with, uncountable, we're going to use this form. So making connections and seeing it in your head, in your mind, that's the secret, right? That is the trick. That is fluency. That's the way to fluency, right? When you can see it in your head and you don't have to think about it. It's just, okay, I understand that. Boom, boom. That's fluency, right? It pops, you can see it, and boom, and soon you can use it. Carlos, there isn't a coffee bar near my house. Yes, that is correct, Carlos. Good. Samuel, there isn't a place to go. Perfect. Okay, nice. Okay, good, Mary. There isn't any factory smoke near my house. You're lucky. Good. Me too. There's no factory smoke near my house too, Mary. Okay, good, Rosalia. There isn't a restaurant near my house. Yes. Shafika, there isn't an adult school near my house. Yes. Okay. We're clicking here, everybody. We're clicking. The synapses are moving. you're making connections in your head. Okay, Umesh, there isn't any water near my house. Yes. There isn't any fog near my... Yes, Mercy, good. Yeah, maybe... Yeah, fog if you live by mountains. If you live by water, there'll be fog. If you, like, for example, live in the desert, there's no water, you will not have fog. Juliet, there isn't a good restaurant near my house. Good. That's nice. Mercy, there isn't any dark. Mercy, what do you mean by dark? Okay, Shafika asks, it is a little confusing. Could we get more practice, please? Yeah, so let's talk about singular nouns, right? So singular nouns are one thing that can be counted, right? So counting is you can see it, you can hold it, right? And right, so like markers, right? I can hold it here. I can see it. Like if we want to talk about a store, you can see a store. Places, right? They build it. It has a roof, has windows, right? You can see it. And like markers, you can touch it. You can hear it, right? And like the mug, I can see it, I can touch it, I can hear it, right? So those can be one or many, right? And so we could have like a mug, we could have a pen, we can have a mouse, right? My computer mouse. But, so here, our first part, if these are singular nouns that you can see, you can touch, you can hear, then we're going to use a, right? And we're using negative, like the absence of, the inconvenience, right? So we're using this for like disappointment because it's negative, right? Like if it's positive, you're happy, right? Like, yeah, let's make cookies. Okay, we got everything we need. We can make cookies, right? We got sugar, we got flour, we got butter, we got eggs. Okay, we can make cookies. We are happy. We are in seventh heaven. We can have cookies soon. So we're happy. So we are not disappointed. But if you are disappointed, like, you're looking forward to it, but you can't, right? So you're going to show disappointment. So we're going to use negative. Oh, I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Because, why are you disappointed? Why are you sad? Because there isn't, and so for example, sugar is, you want to make cookies and there isn't any sugar. So sugar, we don't put an S. Okay, sugar, you can't really, if you put sugar in your hand, it would just go all over. You can't count sugar. You can see sugar, but you can't count sugar, right? You can't, like I got 3 pens here. We can 1, 2, 3. But if we had a bag of sugar and we poured it, it would just go blah, right? It would just make a mess, right? So here I can go the pens, right? Just go do, right? I can catch them, hold them. Okay, let's say the ink. So inside there is black ink, right? So the pen we can count, but inside Let's see if I open it. Inside, we got an ink cartridge. So inside here, there's ink. And we can hear it, but if I poured the ink here, it would just make a big mess. It would just, oh my God, you know, can't count it. It's just running all over. Okay, so we call that uncountable. So the ink has, we never use S, inks. It's always going to be ink, ink, I-N-K, I-N-K. But the pen, we can hold and we can count. And we can say pen, or we can say pens. Okay? So we can say pen or pens. Ink inside is always going to be ink, 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 because we can't count it. Okay? So for uncountable, negative, we're going to use isn't any. So, I'm disappointed. Okay, I want to write something on the board, but there isn't any ink. So I'm disappointed. Oh, I can't. I want to write this word on the board, but there isn't any ink. I'm disappointed. There isn't any ink. So I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Okay, so that's for uncountable. For countable, one or more. So let's say we're using one. Okay, I want to write on the board, but there isn't a pen. Oh, there isn't a pen. I'm looking for a pen. I want to write on the board, but there isn't a pen. There is not a pen. I cannot write on the board. I am disappointed. I am sad. Okay, so there isn't a pen, so I can't write. Right? So pen, we have one pen, we have two pens, we have three pens. So there isn't a pen. I'm disappointed. I cannot write on the board. Okay, now we're going to talk about uncountable, ink. Okay, so I have a pen, but there's no ink. There isn't any ink, right? So I'm disappointed. I can't write on the board because, right, ink you can't count. If you put ink in your hand, it would be a big mess. You can't count it, right? Like sugar. You want to make cookies, but there isn't any sugar, right? So is that helpful? Okay, Shafika, good. Good, Mary, there isn't any there isn't any ink in my pen. Yes, good. Petite, hello, Petite. Mwah. Okay, good, Carlos. Yes, good. Shafika, I want to cook sushi for dinner, but there isn't any rice. Yeah, so rice is the same thing, right? If we had a bag of rice and we poured it, it would be a big mess. We don't count rice. So we use there isn't any. Information, good, that is uncountable. There isn't any information near my house. Very good, Umesh. Yeah, Hannah, there isn't any sugar. Only eggs. Good, Hannah, nice sentence. Remember, sugar, you can't count it. If you put it in your hand, it'd be all over the place. Okay. Good. Okay, Julia, I wanted to make delicious cookies, but there isn't any sugar. Perfect. Okay, I'm looking, we're way over time. Yeah, so today's lesson is countable and uncountable, yeah? Okay, that's okay. We're not gonna have time for everything. Okay, let's do the dictation. We'll do the 4-letter worksheet next week, okay? We spent a lot of time, but that's okay. You know, I think you know, in this situation, something that seemed easy is not easy. Everything isn't always the way it seems, right? It seems like, oh, like you predict a prediction, right? Okay, this is going to be easy, but actually it's not, right? In the real time, it is not, right? So you think before, right? You think, okay, this will be easy. You're thinking in the future it will be easy, but in real time, in actually doing it, it's not easy. So it is good that we spent time on it. We're going to spend more time. So let's, which do you want to do next week? Do you want to do the countable or the uncountable? So in the chat, what do you want to do next week? You want to do, let's go A and B. This is A, this is B. Okay, so A is singular, B is uncountable. Okay, so A is singular nouns, and B is uncountable nouns. So next week, which one would you like to do? Okay, Shafika wants countable. Maybe this is going to be a problem. We're going to have like 50-50 split. Okay, I see uncountable. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. In 1 minute, what I see most, that's what we'll do. So 1 minute, in 1 minute, you guys vote A or B, and then within 1 minute, which has the most votes, we will do next week. So is it A or B? Henna, both. We'll do them separate. I want to, like, until we really understand well, I want to separate it. So we will do both, but not together. We'll do both, but not together. Okay, Henna? So we got 15 more seconds. And I'm seeing B's. I'm seeing uncountables. Okay, 1 minute is up. We're doing uncountables next week. Okay, so we'll do uncountable nouns next week, a worksheet, and then then in 2 weeks we'll do the countable. Okay, so that is that. Sylvia, sorry, we'll do it in 2 weeks. So next week is A, or no, B. And let me get the calendar so everyone understands clearly. Okay, so today is December 6th. December 13th will be B. And December 20th will be A. So here, I'll write here. So A will be December 20th. And B will be December 13th. Okay, so next week, the worksheet will be December B, and December 20th will be A. So we're going to do both, but not at the same time, because I want you to clearly see, and then we'll come back and do them together. So, yeah, and then maybe like the 27th, we'll do them together. So we'll have lots of practice. We'll see them separately and together. So I think that's a good way to go about it. We'll look at them separately, and then we'll bring them back together, okay? Like today we put them kind of together here, but I'm gonna separate it, okay? Okay, we gotta go to our next topic will be video dictation. So you need your pencil and paper, everybody. Do you have your pencil? Do you have your paper? Because it's dictation practice. It's dictation time. Okay, here we go. Video dictation. And our topic, we got a good topic today. Well, they're always good, right? But I like plus to be. Okay, that's our topic. And we are doing 4 steps, of course. Step 1, dictation. So that is listening and writing. So you'll be listening and writing. Step 2 is shadowing. So that is listening and speaking. Then step 3 will be check the sentences. And then 4 is going to be a quiz. Okay? Can you see that? I didn't write it very clearly, sorry. It's kind of hard to write it down there. So we have dictation, that is listening and writing, shadowing, listening and speaking. Check your sentences, see if you got them correct. And then a quiz to see if you remember the sentences, right? It's easy to forget, difficult to remember. And so we want to see how much we remember, but there'll be 4 sentences for the quiz. So you guys usually do really well. So I don't see you guys having a problem. Okay, Shafika's ready. Pencil and paper time. And let's pop up the video. Let's check it out. There it is, everybody. There it is. Okay, so here's our pattern. I like plus to be. I like to be. I like to be. To express states of being that make someone feel good or satisfied, right? So I like to be happy. I like to have delicious food that makes me happy. I like to, to be, not to have. I like to be full of delicious food. Okay, so we have to use that adjective. I like to be with my family during Christmas, right? So we will have lots of examples here. Okay. What's going on? Oh, everybody likes to be healthy. Good one. Okay, good. Now, during the dictation and shadowing, right? So we're going to do 2 steps here. Dictation. You're going to. There are 8 sentences. I will read each sentence twice. Then after that, be shadowing. And that is, we'll say the sentences 3 times, but I will not be able to see the chat because I will be reading the sentences, okay? So for steps 1 and 2, I cannot see the chat, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Boris here. Boris is here to help. Okay, so I see the sentences, but not the chat, so sorry about that. Okay, so are you ready? Let's do it. Pencil and paper time. Let's count down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's practice dictation. Let's practice your listening and writing. Okay, here we go. Number 1, I like to be happy when I'm with my family. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. Two, I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be helpful when others need support. Four, I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be a leader in group projects. Five, I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be stylish at parties. Six, I like to be in quiet places when I read. I like to be in quiet places when I read. Seven, I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be at home on rainy days. Eight, I like to be active instead of sitting all day. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. Okay, so that was dictation. I said 8 sentences 2 times and you listened and wrote them down. That is done, dictation. Now it's time to shadow. That is speaking practice. So we'll say each sentence 3 times. You will see the picture, but not the sentence, right? So you will be saying the sentences with me at the same time. You're using 2 skills, your listening skills and speaking skills, right? Input, output, input, output. It's a challenge, but that's why you are here. Okay, let's do it. Let's say the sentences together. Let me get some water first, sorry. Okay, here we go, shadow time. Okay, here we go. Let's say the sentence. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. Okay, good. Here we go. I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be in quiet places when I read. I like to be in quiet places when I read. I like to be in quiet places when I read. I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. Okay, that was shadowing. Okay, good. So we said the sentences together. Yes, we did. So you first listened to the sentences and wrote them down, and then you said the sentences. But you didn't see the sentences. No, you haven't seen the sentences. You haven't seen the words, right? So, but now you will. Now you will check your sentences, right? Did you get it correct? Did you get them correct? Now I can see the chat now. Okay, good. Let's do it. Let's check the sentences. If you got the sentence right, shoot some hearts. Tell the world, tell everyone that you got it, you did it. So shoot those hearts when you got it right. Okay? Show the world you did it. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Okay, there's the picture and there's the sentence. Okay, how did you do? I like to be happy when I'm with my family. There's the sentence. Did you get it right? If you did, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, tell the world, I did it. I got it correct. Oh, Shafika, nice. Mary, good. That's what I tell my kids, boys. That's what I tell my girls. Let's be active. Come on, girls, let's be active. Okay, Petite. Oh, okay, so Petite has a good question. Petite has a question. I have a question, sir. What does active mean? So active means moving. Move your body. And, right, like doing something. So active is doing something. And actually, reading is an activity, right? So you're not, now, watching TV, so it's something you do actually, and there are some activities are more active than others. Some things are more active than others, right? So, for example, walking is more active than reading, right? Walking is more active than watching TV. However, running is more active than walking. Playing tennis is more active than walking. Playing golf is more active than walking, right? So there are degrees of being active, right? So to be active. Okay, let's go to number 2. Here we go. Oh, so we got number 1. Carlos got it. Mary's got it. Shafika's got it. Trolley's got it. Sylvia's got it. Let's go number 2. Okay, there we go. I like to be calm in stressful situations. Evelyn, yay, mwah. Evelyn, good to see you, Evelyn. Mwah. I'm happy you are here, Evelyn. Evelyn's a great supporter of mine. Oh, I'm so lucky. Thank you, Evelyn. Mwah. Without you, I'd be not doing well. Thank you, Evelyn. I know, that's how kids are today. Helga, exactly. They're not watching TV, they're watching their smartphones. Exactly. That's right, Evelyn. Running is being active. Perfect. Evelyn, thank you. Mwah. You've been with me for a long time, and you're very generous. Okay, so Jane, reading is a passive activity. So active is like doing things, and then activity, that is a category. It's a noun. So activity, so it's a thing you do. Like reading is an activity. Playing golf is an activity. Watching TV is an activity. So there are passive, meaning it's being done to you. So passive meaning it's being done to you. So for example, I wouldn't say reading is passive, because you're looking at the words, you're thinking about the words. So I disagree. I think reading is active. But watching TV is passive, right? You're sitting and it's coming to you. It's happening to you. Listening to the radio, I think, is passive, right? You're sitting and it's coming to you. Where reading, you are doing it to the book. So it's active, right? You are doing it to, you are controlling it, right? You are deciding how much to read. You are deciding how fast to read. You are deciding, how much. We're watching a movie is passive. Watching a TV program is passive, because you don't control it. It controls you. Okay, let's go. Okay, number 2. Carlos, you got it. Sylvia, good. Okay, Mary's got it. Nice. Yeah, activity. Good, Jane. Yeah, petite. Evelyn is fantastic. Trolley, you got it. Nice. Okay, here's number 3. Okay, number 3. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be helpful when others need support. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. That's not easy. That's not an easy sentence. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Tell the world you did it. Tell the world you succeeded. All right, Carlos did it. Nice. Mary did it. Very good. Happy. Oh, I see some hearts there in the chat. I'm happy. Trolley, you did it. Nice. Shafika, very good. Okay, let's go number 4. We got the time just goes so fast, doesn't it? The time is not my friend. Time is not our friend. No. Let's battle time. I do not like time. Okay, number 4 is right here. I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be a leader in group projects. Got it right. Shoot some hearts. Ah, you did nice. Mary, you made connections there. Very good. Today's sentences aren't difficult, right? So you're doing there and you made the connection here. That's how you remember right there. I'm so happy. So the more connections we make, right, connecting the different activities together, right, you're making connections and you'll have a better chance of remembering what we did today, all right? Very good. And you got it, Mary. Okay, let's go to number 5. Boars, thank you, buddy. Boris just put a link for my stuff for worksheets on Patreon. You got it right there, Boris. And my channel with all my videos, yeah. Premiere, that is right, Boris. So at 10 p.m. we'll have a premiere video. It's a collection of 5 videos. We will watch those 5 videos and make sentences together in the chat. It's not live stream, but it's live chat. So let's watch a collection of 5 videos and practice making sentences together. I'll be there in the chat. I hope you will be too. Thank you, Boris. Put the link to that video, that premiere video. So please come back in 10 hours. In 10 hours, please come back. Okay, here's number 5. I like to be stylish at parties. Okay, great, Mary, you got it. I'm going to put the premiere video here. Premiere video. 10 p.m. In 10 hours, everybody. In 10 hours, come back. Oh, good, Julia. Oh, Carlos, stylish. Yep. I'm sure you're stylish, Carlos. So remember that word. Next time someone says, hey, tell me about yourself, Carlos, you say, I'm stylish. Don't forget that word. It's good for you. Okay, Evelyn, what does stylish mean? Stylish means to have good style, right? So maybe the way you walk is cool, right? You have style when you're walking. Your clothes look good. You have style. Maybe your hair looks good. You have style. So style is the way you look, the way you walk, the way you move, and the way you present yourself, right? So maybe to be stylish, you need like put your shoulders back, sit up straight, walk straight, have nice clothes, have a nice hairstyle, have a nice haircut, right? So, you know, how you appear. If you appear cool, if you appear looking good, you have style. And yeah, so stylish is like your appearance. And it's not like your face, right? It's not like, oh, handsome or beautiful. It's not that. It's the way you present yourself, right? You can't do anything with your face, right? Your face is your face. You're either handsome or ugly or beautiful or ugly, right? Or in between, right? Handsome, ugly. You could be in between. Beautiful, ugly. You could be in between. But it's the way you dress, the way you wear your hair, the way you walk, the way you talk. So it's not your face, it's how you present yourself. Oh, everyone says, I want to be a stylish woman. You can be a stylish woman. I'm sure you are. It's, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, good. So this picture, they're stylish, right? They're a stylish couple, right? He looks good, right? He's got a nice suit. He's got a nice hairstyle. She's stylish, right? She has a nice dress. Her hair, she has cute hair, right? And so they are a stylish couple. And see how he's kind of standing and she's standing, right? So they know what they're doing. They got style. A stylish couple, that's right. A pretty couple, yeah. Okay, here we go. Number 6. Yeah, I like to be stylish at parties. Perfect. Okay, here we got number 6. I like to be in a quiet place. I like to be in quiet places. Sorry, when I read. One more time. I like to be in quiet places when I read. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Oh, Carlos, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Even though maybe I have no style, so that makes it stylish. I have no style. I have no hairstyle. My clothes are just simple. So I don't know, Carlos. You're very kind. I don't think I'm very stylish, but thank you anyways. I'm more simple. I look for the simple way. What pose is that? I don't know. What pose are you talking about? Okay, Mary, you got it. Good. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You're making me blush. I'm shy. I'm a shy person. Pestering. No, petite. Oh, okay. So, petite, I like means what you enjoy. Right? So for example, this sentence, I like, right? What you enjoy, right? So she enjoys, she enjoys reading in quiet places. So that's her way to enjoy herself. So like means enjoyment, happiness, right? So when she is in a quiet place reading, she feels happy. She is enjoying herself. She likes to read in a quiet place. So like means to enjoy, to be happy. Shafika, thank you. Okay, no more, everybody. I'm shy. I don't take compliments very well. So thank you. And Shafika, you are a beautiful woman. So Right back to you. You are beautiful, Shafika. Okay. Here we go. Number 7. Okay, good. Here's number 7. I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be home on rainy days. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. I think we all like to be home on rainy days, right? When it's raining outside, we want to be in our home, warm and cuddly and comfortable, right? Warm and comfortable and dry. We don't want to be wet outside, no. Good, Sylvia, you got them right. Nice. You guys are doing great. I'm very happy to see your sentences, to see your hearts. Great. Ah, so there's Mary. Mary is at home on rainy days. Yeah. Okay, good. Julia, you're very kind to me. Thank you. Okay, let's, you're welcome, Sylvia. Okay, let's go to 8. Here we go. Shafika, you got it. Nice. Doesn't rain much in Sacramento, does it, Shafika? Okay, here we go. Number 8. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. I can't learn English. Yes, you can. Norzia, you can do it, Norzia. You come here every week and you will improve your English. Guarantee. You watch my videos every day. You come here every day to my YouTube channel and guarantee you will learn English. My system is guaranteed. No, I can't say guaranteed, but if you come here every day, you will improve for sure. Evelyn, yes. So Evelyn, Carlos is in Texas too. He's in Houston, Texas. Carlos is in Houston, Texas. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, so Norzia, don't say I can't. You can do it. Mary says you can do it. We all say you can do it. So here, be with us. Do your best. It's baby steps, step by step, little by little. That's what it takes, little by little, and you will improve for sure. You will for sure. I don't know where that is. Cornrow. I don't know, Evelyn. Okay, here we go. It's a quiz. Is that near Houston? I know the big cities in Texas. I know Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas. I know those places. I don't know Texas is a big state. It's a big place. Okay, that was check your sentences. Now it's time for the quiz, everyone. So you're going to see the picture and then you're going to write the sentence, right? So do you remember the sentence, right? It's easy to forget, difficult to remember, right? So it's difficult to remember. So that's the challenge. We want to remember, so that's why we're here practicing. That's why we're writing sentences so we can remember. Boris, saddle up, cowboys and cowgirls. Okay, close to Houston. You're next. You're close to Carlos. You guys should have coffee and practice. Have coffee together. You guys are close. That's great. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. And Evelyn, Carlos is a carpenter. So Carlos is a cabinet maker, a woodworker. So Evelyn, if you need any work done on your house, or you have a friend who needs anything done, Carlos is a carpenter. So please, I don't know how you can contact each other, but the members only. So Evelyn, you're a member of the channel, and Carlos is a member of the channel. So you can go to when we do members only, like the videos or the quizzes, and you can there it's a safe place to exchange your email. And so if you need any woodwork, Carlos is your man. If you need anything built, Carlos is your man. If you know anybody who needs a carpenter, Carlos is your man. Okay, let's do the quiz. So you will see the picture, and from the picture, write a sentence. Do you remember? Okay, here we go. Okay, there is the picture. Now write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember? We've been talking for a long time, so maybe you forgot. It's a double challenge today. It's extra challenge today because we did a lot of talking, so maybe you forgot. But that's the thing, right? We want to remember. Okay, Rosalia, you got it. Rosalia. Helga. Samuel. Okay, you guys are writing your sentences. Well done. Bors. Shafika. Katie. Mary. All right. You guys are remembering. Happy about that. Julia. Mercy. Umesh. Carlos. Okay, okay, Evelyn, nice. Good, Evelyn. Happy to see you writing sentences. Happy to see you participating, Evelyn. Don't be shy, Evelyn. Okay, here we go. There it is. You guys got it. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. Very good. Here we go, number 2. There's 4 in the quiz. There we go. There's the sentence, or no, there's the picture. You have to write the sentence. That's the quiz. Write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember the sentence? Okay, Rosalia. Helga. Bors. Mary. Shafika. Samuel. Carlos, Henna, Umesh, Evelyn, Mercy, okay, let's have a look. Okay, Katie, good. There we go. There it is. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be helpful when others need support. Okay, here we go. Next. Here we go. I think some people, we have a time lag. Some people are on a different time than we are live. Okay, here's number 3. We got one more after this for the quiz. Here's the picture. and you write the sentence petite. This is for you. This is for petite. No, was it petite? Who had the question? Was that Evelyn? Was that your question, Evelyn? But here we go. This is it. Oh, okay, it was Shafika. No, I don't think it was Shafika. Was it? Okay. Okay. I believe you, Boars. Irma here. Irma is in the house. Irma, you're late. You are very, very late. We are finishing soon. We got one more in the quiz, and then we have another quiz on top of the chat. So after we do this, after we finish the dictation, we are going to do the quiz in the chat. So on top of the chat, there's a white box, there's a sentence, there's a missing word in the sentence. You choose the best word. There's a choice of 4. Which is the best word? You put the word in the sentence, which is the best word. We'll do that after this. Okay, good. Okay, Evelyn, you know what? That is perfect. Okay, I thought, okay, yeah, Shafika, I thought it wasn't, yeah, I thought it was somebody else. That's right, Boars. Of course. So, Irma, better late than never. It's good you're here. What was I going to say? Oh, okay, Evelyn, that's right. So, Evelyn said she got part of it, but she didn't remember all of it. That's fine. That is what Evelyn did, is she just wrote what she remembered. And that's, you know, that's how we improve, right? Instead of just not doing anything, right? It's like saying, okay, I don't remember the whole sentence, so I'm not going to write anything. That's the wrong way to do it. The best way, the right way, is just what you remember, write it down. That's how we get better, right? By just doing it, you're going to improve, right? So if you don't do anything, you won't improve. So if you think to yourself, okay, I can't remember the whole sentence, so I will not write anything. That is the wrong way to do it. The right way to do it is like Evelyn, right? Okay, I remember this, but not all of it. That's okay. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the sentence. There we go. I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be stylish at parties. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Oh, okay, Irma, I gotcha. Mwah. So Irma, she's late, but she's going to continue. She's going to go back and watch. That's right. Because what's great, we're live, but you can watch this again anytime, right? You go to my YouTube homepage. Let me put that up real quick. Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. Okay, there it is. So right there, this is the QR code. This is to my YouTube homepage. You hit this, you do the QR code, and you get to my homepage, and there you can see all the videos, and so you can watch any, you know, we did a video, we did a live stream, you know, we've been doing it for years now, and so you can go back and look at any of the videos. They're all archived there. They're all there. So anytime. Yeah, thank you, Boris. Okay, so it's great you're live, but if you can't be, then watch anytime. And actually, we're going to review all these. So Irma, we're going to review all these sentences. Okay, so even though you're late for the dictation, shadowing, and the quiz, that's okay, because we're going to still look at the sentences one more time, okay? So we got one more for the quiz. Here we go. And there we go. Okay, this is the last one for the quiz. there's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, Irma. Well, Irma, tonight at 10 p.m. we got our premiere, so come back in 10 hours and we'll watch a collection of 5 videos and make sentences together. Watch the video and make sentences. That's 10 p.m. tonight. In 10 hours, come back. Let's watch the premiere video and we can chat together. Make sentences together. Shafika, thank you so much. Shafika says, yes, every day I used to watch your videos. It's a great way of learning English in the easy way. Thank you, Shafika. Love you. Okay, I see Trolley. There's Helga, Mary. There we got Boris, got his sentence. Rosalia. Mercy, Samuel, Umesh. Irma, in Japan it's 12:04. It is 12:04. So at 10 p.m. So in 10 hours. So I don't know what time it is where you are, but add 10 more hours and we'll have our premiere video. So every I don't, Carlo, I don't, where do you live, Irma? Where do you live? So if you, Sunday. So Irma, Sunday, it's this time. So I'll be here. So it's Friday, but Sunday I'll be here at 10. This time. Oh, California. Oh, great, Irma. I want to be in California. I'm from Los Angeles. In 10 hours, what time is it in California? 10 hours. Yeah, it may not be a good time for you. What time is it right now, Irma? If you tell me what time it is right now, I can tell you the time. So what time is it for you? So you're like 14 hours back, maybe. Okay, there is the, okay, so 7 p.m. Irma, so it will be, that will be, what time is it for? Like 6 a.m. or something like that. Morning time for 6 a.m. perhaps. Let's see, 5 a.m. So Irma, 5 a.m. for California people. So get up early. No, it's, if you can make it, Irma. Okay, so 7 a.m. Texas, 5 a.m. California. Oh, 6 a.m. Sorry, my mistake. 6. So, Irma, Shafika lives in California too. Okay, there is the sentence. Thank you, Shafika. So, Irma, 6 a.m. for the premiere. So we could watch, it's about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, good. Well, it's time to say the sentences. Let's review, okay? So here we go. We're going to review the sentences. Okay, Irma, no problem. Everyone, I know we've been taking a long time. Sorry about that. But now we're just going to go right through them. Let's say the 8 sentences together, okay, for a review. The Tuesday. You mean in the descriptions? Transcriptions, that's YouTube. But I do the descriptions below the video, right? Explaining what we do, right? So if you look under my video in the descriptions. You can see what activities we do. Tuesday we have like the conversation, Sue and Joe, that's written down. So I do that, but what's written, you know, the closed captions, I don't know if you can, maybe there's sentences happening right now if you have closed captions. That's YouTube, that's not me. So I make the description, YouTube makes the transcriptions. Okay, let's do it, everybody. Okay, yeah, that's good, Mercy. That is YouTube. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It's like a robot, you know, it's like a bot, I think, that does it, or AI does it. So I don't do the transcriptions. That's YouTube. Most of the time, I think it's okay. Yeah, the machine learning, it's the AI. So yeah, sorry if it didn't come out well for you, Mercy, but I don't have control. Evelyn says there was an earthquake in California. Okay, well, you guys talk in the chat. you guys can chat in the chat. I am going to say the sentences. We're going to review the sentences. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Let's say the sentences. Wait. I need some water. Okay, let's do it. Let's say the sentences. I like to be happy when I'm with my family. I like to be calm in stressful situations. I like to be helpful when others need support. I like to be a leader in group projects. I like to be stylish at parties. I like to be in quiet places when I read. I like to be at home on rainy days. I like to be active instead of sitting all day. Okay, good. So that was the sentences, the 8 sentences. The topic was I like plus to be. Okay, good. Let's make it smaller. Well, everyone, it's time for the quiz in the chat. On top of the chat, there is a white box. In the white box, it's a sentence with a missing word. You have to choose which is the best word. There are 4 choices, and let's do it, shall we? Here we go. I'm going to open up the box. All right, so there it is. Are you ready for the quiz? Let me get some water. Here we go. Time for the quiz. Are you ready? All right, the sentence is, her homework before dinner every day. Her homework before dinner every day. Choose the best word. Is it doing? Is it did? Is it does? Is it do? Does the sentence go like this? She doing her homework before dinner every day. She did her homework before dinner every day. She does her homework before dinner every day. She do her homework before dinner every day. Doing. Did, does, doed. Well, no. Doing, did, does, do. Choose the best word. Okay, good, good, good. All right. And it is she does. Yes, it is does because it's a repeated action. Right? So every day she does. So we can if you put the time phrase, right? Every day she does, right? So that makes a lot of sense, right? So you are correct. It is does because it's repeated every day. Every day she does. Okay, good, good. That's okay, Carlos. Yeah, she does her homework before dinner. Good, good. And why I do these? So the purpose of this quiz in the chat is I want you to recognize you're listening what sounds right and what sounds wrong, right? So that's like pragmatic. Like, so does, so like she doing her homework before dinner every day. That sounds strange, right? So that I want you to recognize what sounds strange and what sounds normal, what sounds natural, what sounds unnatural, right? So she doing her homework, that doesn't sound natural, right? So I want you to pick that up. I want you to recognize what sounds natural, what sounds strange. And that's what a lot of native speakers, maybe they don't know the rules of the grammar, but they know what sounds natural, right? And so that's a lot of times students, right, of English, people who do not speak English as their first language, their second language learners, they maybe do better in grammar than native speakers. But like, so the students of English, they study the rules, but maybe they don't get much listening practice. They don't get much speaking practice. So maybe their pronunciation or their speaking skills or listening skills aren't that advanced, but their grammar is. Where native speakers, maybe they don't understand all the rules of the language. I don't understand all the rules, but we know what sounds natural, what doesn't, right? And so doing an activity like this should help you understand, okay, that doesn't sound correct. That doesn't sound right. And so by doing that, that's going to help your speaking a lot, right? So she did her homework before dinner every day. No, that doesn't sound correct. She does her homework before dinner every day. That sounds right, right? And so even though you're not maybe 100% sure, you're not sure about the grammar, but you can hear what is correct. You can hear what is natural. And so that is the purpose of these quizzes at the end of our live stream. So I just want you to be able to listen what sounds right and what sounds wrong. And even like reading it yourself, right? Even by you doing the quiz, you are improving that part, right? If you say like, she do her homework before dinner. Well, that doesn't sound right. She does her homework before dinner. Oh, that sounds good. And so it's correct. Even though you don't know why, perhaps you're not sure of the grammar, but you know what sounds right. You know what sounds wrong. And that's part of the learning process. Yeah, okay, Boris. That is so good. Boris is very thoughtful. So Boris, he's concerned that he won't remember everyone's name when he says goodbye. So Boris wrote a message saying, sorry, I can't remember. I do the same thing, but Boris, that is the right way to go about it, right? So we wish we could remember everyone's name. We wish we could pronounce everyone's name, but it is difficult. But in our heart, it's in our heart. we want to do that. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Carlos. See, if your name is green, then it's easy for me. So join the green team. Make it easy for me to see you. Make it easy for me to remember you. Yeah, remember your name, see your name. So by joining the green team, your name will be in green. You will join a great group of people. So please join the channel. Support me so I can support you. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you. And I'll be back in 10 hours. So please come back in 10 hours. We will watch a collection of 5 videos. It's about 30 minutes. We will watch the videos, chat together, make sentences together. So if you can, come back for a premiere. That is tonight, Friday, December 6th, Japan time. So I live in Japan. So this is Japan time, 10 p.m. So if you're not sure, just do the math. You can even Google that, like your time versus Japan time. So Friday, 10 p.m. Japan time. Put that in Google and then put your time where you live and you will get the right connection. Okay, Evelyn, thank you. Good to see Evelyn. Love you, Evelyn. Thank you, Green Team. Boars, you are fantastic. You are very kind. You are a great person. I love you, Boris. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you for helping everyone. Thank you for helping me. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, everyone, it's time to say goodbye until 10 p.m. All right? In 10 hours, we'll be back together. And I'll be back on Tuesdays and Fridays. Oh, Sunday too. Sunday, 10 a.m. This time on Sunday. I can't always make Sundays, but this week I think I can. So anyways, if you can make it, come to my channel every day. You can see quizzes, you can see videos, you can see updates and all that. So I'll put the QR code again. And this QR code takes you to my YouTube homepage. There you can see the members content, you can see playlists, you can see quizzes, you can see videos, everything is right there. Okay, Carlos, thank you, buddy. Okay, it's Shafika, thank you so much. Samuel, thank you, buddy. Everyone, Boris, one more time, thank you, buddy. Green Team, love you all. Mary, Evelyn, Carlos, Irma, everyone here today, thank you so much. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. We're going to count down and say, Henna, love you, Henna, thank you. Irma, thank you. Okay, here we go. We're counting down. We're saying goodbye together. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile. When you smile, you are happy and you spread happiness to the people you are smiling to. And be safe. Stay healthy. I will see you in 10 hours. Okay, take it easy. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.